From the Pipe It Up Podcast Studio, it's the 2025 MLW Awards Show. Joining us tonight is Tommy Coughlin III, Ty Frensnick, Levi Flig, and here's your host, Kyle Schultz.
Hello everybody and welcome to the 2025 MLW Awards Show. I'm Kyle Schultz. I will be your host tonight, joined by three co-hosts, the stars of Pipe It Up. First, to my right, we've been in the trenches the past couple years, suffered a lot of heartbreaking loss. Ty Frensnick. Ty, how you doing?
Doing great, Kyle. Thanks for having me.
No problem. And to my left, the only guy in this room to have an award since 2020, making us all look bad. Ironic statement because he's wearing sweatpants, no shoes, and glasses indoors. Levi Fleer. Levi, how you doing?
I mean, I thought we were only going to be seen from the waist up, so...
No. This guy's got the Zoom job interview fit on right now. What was the mindset here?
Be as comfy as possible.
There it is. And last but certainly not least, we have the guy whose team was so good this year, he was able to take a Vegas bachelor's trip while his team was playing, and they did not skip a beat. That would be Tommy Coughlin III. Welcome, Tom.
Thanks for having me, Kyle.
No problem, Tom. And now that the housekeeping is out of the way, let's put all 9 of the awards that will be unveiled tonight on the screen. And unlike previous years, the awards are kept in these envelopes that I have in my hand right here. Nobody in this room knows the results beside myself. So these guys wanted to prep for it, but I want true reactions. I want to hear these guys' thoughts and if the rightful winner was selected or if they think otherwise. So, Ty, Levi, what are your thoughts? You guys wanted to prep for this, but I told you no, I want real reactions.
We're going to see if the fans were right.
All right.
I mean, this just makes it more exciting.
I agree with that sentiment. So here we go, American Idol style, dim the lights. In the note card, the 2025 Rookie of the Year is Dustin Staggs.
Thank you guys so much for voting me for Rookie of the Year in 2025. This class was stacked, the season was gnarly. I'm glad I was a part of it, and I'm excited for 2026.
All right, thoughts, fellas. I'm gonna go to Tom first because you just saw him in the World Series. This guy could do it all. What pops into my mind first is that he was a do-it-all player. Pitching, hitting, fielding. This kid really had it, and you just saw him. Is that what you saw? You saw Rookie of the Year caliber?
I mean, for sure, I'd say this guy's not only the Rookie of the Year, but one of the better talents in the league now. I mean, he came in, didn't see a whole lot of action at the plate at first. People were pretty careful when facing him on the mound. He was very selective, took his walks, and then started to capitalize on pitches that he saw later in the season. We saw what he could do on the mound. You know, he was right there with Sawyer for that true ace spot on the Gators. So other great talent in this league, too, from the rookie class. You know, guys like Brady Pearson. We had, Little Northville out there on the Preds. But I think Dustin Staggs was a clear standout, especially as the postseason progressed and he had more time to develop his campaign.
Yeah, and Jake Sullivan IV was another name I thought had a chance. Let's go to Ty and Levi. Whether it was Jake, Brady, Staggs, what were you thinking in terms of who the winner would be? And do you think this is the rightful choice?
I think it definitely is the most rightful choice. Staggs was for sure the most well-deserving of this. Really on both sides of the ball, made a huge impact for the Gators and just making it to the World Series as a rookie. Just congrats to you, Dustin.
And yeah, someone like myself, last year, Dustin came on late into the year. A lot of power at the plate, doing it at the mound as well, and I think that's what leaves the impression to all these voters and ultimately why he won the Rookie of the Year.
Yep, great thoughts, fellas. And obviously the one that sticks into my mind, too, of Staggs was against the Wildcats, me and you, Ty, just that save. I mean, the relief pitching in MLW is so uncommon. For him to step up and clinch that game, and then again in the postseason, he was, had a win in the semifinal and the World Series. You just don't see that often, so he's definitely wise behind his MLW year. It's only his first year, but he's been playing wiffle ball for a long time, and he's so deserving of the award. The second award that will be given out is the Most Improved Award, and Ty Frensnick, you have the honors of unveiling this one.
Oh, I thank you, Kyle.
So here we go. Most Improved. All
right, guys. Your 2025 MLW Most Improved goes to Preston Colm, Midwest Mallards.
What's up, MLW fans? Thank you for voting for me for your Most Improved Player of the Year. Took a lot of pride in getting better for my team every single series. Thank you for voting for me.
So yeah, Ty, you read it off. What do you think? PK, that's your guy, right?
Yeah, I mean, Preston, I voted for him.
Your guy? That's my guy.
No,
what are you talking about?
He's on your team, but he's my guy. Anyways, he had my vote. I'm sure he had a lot of your guys' votes as well. I mean, Preston honestly had one of the just best years in wiffle ball. MLW World Series, U17 champion, played with a lot of teams, a lot of guys all over the place. Just had a great year, so definitely well-deserving for you, Preston.
Tom, I have a numby for you. You're a numbies guy?
Mm-hmm, of course.
All right.
Shout out to Agner.
You want to know Preston Colm's career postseason stats before this year?
Before this year, I'm going to say Preston had...
In terms of average home runs, RBIs?
I'm going to say he was hitting around 100 in the postseason.
He was 3 for 19, so I got to crunch those. I just have the hits and at-bats.
Okay.
0 home runs, 0 RBIs. This postseason alone, my guy went 8 for 24, which is a 333 average, 4 homers, 12 RBIs. So that alone is incredible improvement. And you talked about it. He just improved his game in so many facets, and he's playing all over the place. He won the home run derby, and I've told everybody this. This is just Preston's year, and he was such a clutch piece of this Mallard team. So very, very deserving in my mind. What do you think, Levi?
I got 2 words to say.
Oh, no. Do you disagree?
Carson Urgitis.
Whoa! He was on the ballot.
Scorching take. Scorching take. Preston had a way bigger role this year, was bumped up in the lineup, delivered time and time again. I think he'll have probably the most forgotten postseason performance of anybody in recent years because, like, all eyes were on Robles. And Robles, we wouldn't have won that without Robles. But at the same time, Preston Colm delivered every RBI. I think it was very close to, if not every RBI in that World Series. He had every game-winning hit, essentially. And again, all eyes were on Robles. The focus was on him and how he did carry our team. But Preston was the offense when we needed it in all those wins in the World Series. And
guys, so I'm the only one that knows the results and everything. I can tell you that Carson finished second, but for the first time in really a long time, for sure not last year, but there were no co-winners this year. That's big news.
Breaking news.
Should I unveil that right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unveil it now.
Okay. So everything was pretty deciding this year from the fans' point of view, and honestly mine as well. So shout out to Carson. He definitely had that. Really, his best moments were against us, unfortunately. Regular season had his first career homer, and then quarterfinal had that huge grand slam to beat us. So he was very improving, but Preston, I think, it was very deserving as well.
Carson had his moments. Preston had a year.
That's a bar. Put that on a t-shirt. Put that on a t-shirt. All right, next award.
You don't win awards on moments.
Manager of the Year, and Levi Fleer will be announcing this one. Here we go.
Thank you, Kyle. Without further ado,
nailed it.
Let's go.
Yes. We need a backlog of that.
We do.
Why was that funny again, Tom?
The podcast, he can never say that line for the intro.
Without further ado, oh man. Sorry, BB. Without further ado.
Further ado.
Wow, what the heck? I can't.
You can do it. You can do it.
Without further ado.
Nope. There's gonna be a lot of bloopers on this.
I cannot say it. What?
The quick brown fox, whatever Kyle says. Without further ado.
Without further ado.
Nope.
What?
Without further ado.
Just slow it down.
Without further ado.
Without further ado.
Without further ado. This is the Pipe It Up podcast.
Start, you're good.
And we cut him off right when he said it perfectly.
And you nailed it. So
Man, the sunglasses worked. Lights weren't too bright.
Because he's got the shades on.
Yeah.
The 2025 Manager of the Year is my guy TC3.
Tom won it.
Got another award. It's been like 7 years, I think.
So this is your speech right here.
This is my speech.
Yeah, we're getting right into the speech.
I didn't prepare a speech. I got nothing on me. But
Who do you have to thank?
I want to thank the fans, obviously, everybody who voted, everybody who was watching. Like I said, this was a fun year, one I'm very thankful for, and I felt like this was such a talented group over the last several years. You know, playing alongside Robles, we've had a lot of winning seasons. Just could never win the big one, you know, and it's always bittersweet. Not even bittersweet, just bitter at the end when you don't win the big game. So to do that and to see the way the team came together with, you know, Jordan being here for a long time and then trading for Jorgensen, drafting Preston, which no one really agreed with at the time, for him to have, you know, all the big hits throughout the postseason and to step up. Like, they all made me look good and are the reason that I won this award. And I had hopes for this team to win lots of games, but also win championships, and we finally got one. So I'm thrilled I was able to help him lead the way. I got to give a big shout out to Jorgensen. You know, I was not at every series. Jorgensen really helped, you know, be the guy when I was not in the room. And everyone really stepped up in terms of just being leaders, whether I was there, not there. Just too long of a speech. I don't know. I'm still going. But just shout out to the Mallards.
Music's playing.
Shout out to the crew, and go Mallards, Quack Tech.
All right, so a couple of reasons why I think Tommy was very deserving of this. I think obviously the biggest one is benching Robles in Game 3 and going to Jorgensen in the World Series, which allowed Robles to rest up and come back pretty as healthy as he's been in that Game 4 and 5. Obviously he was tired, but without Tommy doing so in Game 3, I don't know if the Mallards win that series. That's been documented on the podcast. A lot of the fans could kind of see that as well. And chime in too, but I feel like a lot of managers in this league, they always stick with their ace and they always have a number 2 they always go with, like no matter what. But Tommy obviously made the trade to get Flood in the offseason, but when Flood wasn't performing, he'd go to Combe. When Combe wasn't performing, he'd go back to Flood. But then eventually, it was Jorgensen on the mound. So Tommy was not afraid to make these in-game moves as opposed to out-of-game moves of getting Flood in the first place, which played a key role into propelling the Mallards. So I think Tommy just, the pitching decisions what did it for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tommy's the Dan Campbell of the NFL with the World Series tipping point on the line. That Game 3 is where you're going to get momentum to go. He goes with his second arm, and arguably the best pitcher in the league is on his squad. So I think that was a very ballsy move, and it really paid off, and now he's got a ring to show for it.
Had to do it.
Yeah, I mean, really, Tom, was just the year of TC3 and the Mallards. Just made the right decisions, and it paid off. So congrats to you.
It all looks so good in hindsight, doesn't it? It's just perfect season, but it doesn't always work out that way. So shout out to the guys for delivering when we needed it most.
And you just won the award, and you will be announcing the next one. So Tommy, this is the Most Clutch Award.
All right, let's get this bad boy opened up. Most Clutch 2025. Yep. It is an honor to be here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Lights are not too bright. I don't need shades. But your winner of the 2025 Most Clutch Award is two-time award winner this year, Preston Colm, bringing home another one, PK. Let's go.
What's up, MLW Nation? Thank you for voting for me for your Most Clutch Player of the Year. I like being the guy up at the plate with the game on the line. I was happy I could come through for my team more times than not this year.
Shout out to P, man. Just bringing home the hardware. I love to see it. And again, I talked about it already. I think I stole my own thunder a little bit, but in the playoffs, so clutch. These awards, like Levi said earlier, you know, it sticks with the fans when it's the most recent occurrences. Preston was the most clutch guy in the playoffs from start to finish. And for that reason, I think that's why he won. So, pretty simple.
I mean, you said it earlier, just all the RBIs in the World Series. I mean, I think that's just as clutch as you can be. And there was a lot of pressure on the Mallards this year, just given that it was Robles' 4th year. He hadn't won a World Series yet. Tommy hasn't won since 2017. And you're kind of just looking for that X factor, somebody to come up in that big spot. And Preston just came out of nowhere. Again, he put in the work to do so. And he had all those clutch hits in LA. It was just awesome to see.
Even before that, though, in the World Series, in the game.
No, I know. The semifinal, too.
Same thing.
He was the one that
had the home run in the first game.
In both games.
And then a home run in the second game.
Yeah,
too,
he kind of alleviated the pressure a little bit for you guys.
Definitely.
In both of those semifinal games.
Definitely.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah, I mean, in my mind, the winner of this award is going to be the person out of everybody in the league that I choose to go up to bat. 2 outs in the bottom of an inning.
Death beam, face at earth. You need somebody to come through. Who are you picking?
I want Iguodala.
I'm picking Pete Colm, and that's really what it comes down to. So I'm very glad he won this award. Well deserving. Congrats to you, P.
Yeah, I mean, guys, there's really not a better way to define clutch than a guy who has almost all your postseason RBIs. So very well deserving for you, Preston. Congrats.
Love it. And we're moving along here. I will be announcing this one as it is the Most Dedication Award, which I always love every single year.
Commissioner's Award.
This is pretty much the Commissioner's Award. We had the write-in vote on the ballot, and we had a lot of great submissions, but this guy kind of just obviously stood above all others. The winner of 2025 Most Dedication is Dustin Staggs.
There's a lot of stuff that every player is going through behind the scenes. For me, it's a lot of travel. For someone like Pat, that torn ACL. But most dedicated sounds pretty good, and I'm excited to run things back in 2026.
So obviously Dustin being the first guy ever from California to play in MLW, it takes a lot of sacrifice and time and resources to do so. So shout out to Dustin. And he played in 20 games. He went to the Wiffle in the Mitten tournament, which he also won with his buddies. And just a great kid too. Like, perfect example of what we like to have. Just a guy that goes all out, very fiery, very talented as well, but just a good dude. So extremely dedicated. I got to put the number up of the number of miles traveled he had in 2025 for MLW alone, but it's insane and probably set an MLW record. So I think it'd be very hard to beat Dustin this year. I don't even know who would have won second.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious, Kyle, who were some of the other like leading votees? Is that the right word? I don't know.
Well, people would say me,
Leading
but
candidates?
I'm like not allowed to win this award.
Understood.
Patrick Ballman,
Okay,
people know
yeah,
he does a
very
lot of
fair.
behind the scenes work. I think Robles again, as he always does. Another guy flying in, sacrificing his time. Really, a lot of the guys that travel in from out of state, even guys like John Paul Gunn from Missouri or Jeremy Adams, Sean Hornberger from Wisconsin. It's so much more of a task as opposed to a lot of us that live in Brighton or around Brighton by the Meadows to play in this league, but. Every time I do the most dedication award too, it just like boggles my mind that people in this league will go the lengths they do to play, and that's why I love this award so much, to give that recognition to Dustin this year and a bunch of the guys in the past as well.
Yeah, now I'm not taking anything away from Dustin, but I really think the real most dedicated award should go to Mark Schultz.
All right, that's fine.
Mark Schultz is at every single event, almost a lot of the out-of-state series as well. So I think he needs to get some of those praises that he deserves. But also, congratulations.
He's in a league of his own.
Yeah,
he's
about to have like a Beyonce, Taylor Swift.
And the real award goes to Levi Fleer.
With respect to Dustin, I think it should have gone to this person.
Mark Schultz put together one of the greatest seasons of all time.
But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
Nah, I think he might be exempt as well from this. Do you think he's too good to win most dedication?
He's dedicated, but it's nothing new. It's been going on for years. But Dustin... shout out to Dustin. I'm glad he got the votes. He came on the podcast a couple times as well. I think early in the season, or maybe even before the season, he was on. And they came on again when the Gators were on their playoff run. So even again after. So he on the show a few times. Super helpful. I think he helped out Jack Agner with a plumbing issue. So he's just helpful for all the guys. So dedicated to MLW crew.
Oh, another thing. He helped me out with the turf mats in the LA World Series.
There you
He
go.
was able to provide those to us because he has his own league and field out there in LA. So that was a big help as well. And you will be announcing the next one.
Well, there we go. What do we got, Kyle?
Read it off.
We got the Gold Glove. All right, guys, your 2025 MLW Gold Glove Award winner is Kyle Schultz.
Finally. Thank you, Ty, for announcing that, and thank you to the fans for voting for me. This actually is pretty special for me, just given that I haven't won an award in 5 years, and I wasn't able to perform to my standard at the plate this year, and I didn't pitch much, so I was happy to help the squad on the defensive side of things. And it's my most favorite part of the game. Like, when I played baseball, it was also my favorite part. I just love being active out there, love supporting my squad, my pitchers, helping them out, trying to limit all the runs we can. And I made some cool plays this year, which I'm glad you guys recognized and voted me for. And I just love playing for the Cats, and on to 2026.
Well deserved. You shine in the playoffs, Kyle. That was another great defensive performance. One of the best in left field. A lot of good defense across the league, but I think you stood out above all this year.
I appreciate that. And can anybody guess? So my favorite play, I think, it wasn't one of the ones in the quarterfinals. And it wasn't one that when the play happened, a lot of people were like cheering for or kind of saw how maybe difficult it was. But in my head, I think this might have been my favorite play of the year. Can you guys think of it?
Was it that foul ball that you caught that was out of play?
No.
I don't know.
It was in Chicago.
I thought so because you said fans, but I don't recall.
It was in Chicago.
It's been too long since I watched it.
I believe it was game 3 in the second inning. It was a hard hit ground ball to the left side. And I kind of had to go to my right. I kind of spin, went to my knees, threw it at home, and I got the runner at home, Cheatham.
Oh, I think I remember that.
And then that eliminated a run. So I was very proud of that play just because of how hard it was. Thank you so much to the fans for recognizing that and giving me this award.
Kyle, when was your first Gold Glove award? Do you know?
Bring it up.
Do we have that stat?
Dude, honestly,
Gotta get the numby.
So I think it might be 2015. It's been a long time.
10 years between.
Oof.
Well, 10 years where he's won the same award. Has anybody beaten that span of winning the same award?
Yeah, we'll have to get a
10-year
stat
time
graphic
frame?
up.
Largest gap between winning the same award. You can win them in between too, but that's impressive.
Tom, you lit it up in Colts Field, man.
I was
Can we
playing
just
left-
give some
I was playing
recognition?
left field.
Guys, I got the Gold Glove up here right now. Tommy won the Gold Glove in 2011 and 2012 and 2013.
Three-peat, baby.
Unbelievable. Okay, so I won it in 2019 and 15, but that's it. So yeah,
But still, 10 years in between.
big gap.
Playing good defense for a long time. It's impressive.
Lovely. We are moving along. The next award will be the Silver Slugger, and Levi Fleer will read it off. Dim the lights. Here we go.
Alrighty. Thank you, Kyle.
Your top 10, ladies and gentlemen.
And Chris Daughtry has been eliminated. Hold on. Can we just... Who was alive for that? Was that one of the worst days in American history?
And Chris Daughtry got eliminated from American Idol?
Yes.
I didn't know it was the worst
There's
day of
definitely
American
some
history.
bad
No,
days
no,
in
no,
U.S.
no, the
history.
fans-
I can compare to
The
that.
fans will back me up on this. I swear to God, that was the world stopped. I was in 4th grade and I recognized the weight of the seriousness of the
Pearl
situation.
Harbor, 9/11, Daughtry getting eliminated from American Idol.
No, you guys.
That's a list.
Dude, Ryan Seacrest was literally in shock. Can we play the clip?
I find the clip. That'd be awesome.
Chris, you are going home tonight. The journey ends. America, you have spoken, and Chris is off the show tonight.
It was like all of a sudden the world froze.
But, I mean, he had a good career, Kyle. I don't know if this is all going to get kept in, but
No,
Daughtry
it's
had a
being
good
kept
career.
in.
I really hope that's kept in.
They literally stopped the show and Ryan Seacrest was like, it's not my fault. That's what the votes were.
Chris Daughtry, ladies and gentlemen, based on your votes.
Sorry for that cutaway. Levi.
Well, I forget what award this is.
Silver Slugger.
I thought he said, I forget what war this is. I was like, are we still on days in U.S. history?
No.
Levi in the shades.
Your 2025 MLW Silver Slugger is Ryan Cratch.
What's up, MLW Nation? Thank you so much for voting for me for the Silver Slugger Award. 2025 was an insane year, and I'm so excited about the moves the Preds made. 2026 is a big year for us. Look for us to make a statement, and thank you so much again, guys. I'm very blessed.
Yeah, having Ryan Cratch as a teammate is truly incredible. I'll be on the bench watching him take his plate appearance, and you just know that the ball can leave the yard at any given moment. He has some of the hardest hit balls I've ever seen, almost defies physics of how hard and far a wiffle ball could be hit. Smash the ball, does it all. There we go.
He smashes
Smash
it.
the ball, does it all.
Yep.
Love
He does
that.
smash the ball. I mean, that one at Michigan in the
Yeah.
All-Star game was a nuke. That's Silver Slugger caliber home run.
Definitely is.
More insane numbers. I mean, regular season 361, 9 home runs, 15 RBIs. He was 13 for 36. And then postseason, no scrub as well. 381, 3 homers, 7 RBIs.
Unreal.
I mean, yeah, you hear Silver Slugger and you think Ryan Cratch.
He's also the Wildcat killer. Like
Well, we don't have to touch on that.
in the past 2 years when Cratch is going up to the plate, like me personally in left field, I'm like, I gotta be ready for this.
Yeah,
Is that what you're seeing from the bench?
You definitely don't want him up there in any situation, really.
Scary, absolutely scary. But congrats, Ryan, once again. I think this in the votes, this was runaway, like clear favorite. He won this one by a mile. All right, next up is the Cy Young Award, a very prestigious MLW award. And Tommy Coughlin, the third, will read this one off.
Ooh, man. Had a mallard for the last award I read off. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to see another green and yellow bird in here, but this is a prestigious award, like you said. Kyle.
It really is.
Cy Young. Only the best in the world have ever won this, like myself a couple times.
Tom's on the list.
I'm on the list. But big award. Whoever wins this is very deserving. Your 2025 Cy Young Award winner is... Did Ryan Seacrest ever do this with one hand? I don't know that he did.
Nope.
I need used to. It's Jordan Robles.
How's it going? Long time no see, MLW world. I'm really missing that Los Angeles sunshine. I'm here in a winter wonderland that is New York. But I would like to thank you guys for everyone that voted me to be the 2025 MLW Cy Young Award winner. It means a lot to me. Thank you guys so much. And I hope you guys enjoyed the 2025 season, and I cannot wait for the Ducks to get back on the field 2026. Have a happy new year. Hope everyone's doing good in school too.
Well, I was hoping the fans wouldn't let me down here. I think Jordan was definitely deserving of this one, not only in the regular season, but also just solidified it in the World Series. You know, takes the game off, comes back, back-to-back shutouts, won an extra innings, calf is cramping, just shuts the door. Unbelievable season. Really, really proud of this guy for the way he, matured as a player and as a leader on the team, and the way he carried himself from start to finish, from opening day in May all the way till the final pitch and the final out in Los Angeles. So congratulations, Jordan. Really well deserved.
Do you guys want to know what his combined K to walk ratio was in regular season plus postseason? 108 to 20. I mean, it's just unbelievable. He ran away with this one, too. I thought it would be more of a three-man race with Walgate, Irwin, and Robles, but people saw what he did in the World Series. He led the postseason in wins, ERA, basically everything. So he locked in when he needed to, and the postseason is a huge part of the entire season. As you guys know, the voting is combined regular season and postseason. If it was just regular season, it might be a different winner, but Jordan just had such an iconic postseason where I think he's the rightful winner here.
Yeah, Jordan Robles might be the only pitcher I've ever faced that doesn't only beat you with his pitches, but he beats you in a mental battle. And it's every time you step into the box with Jordan, it's a mental warfare. He'll change speeds on you, arm slots, different pitches. It's unbelievable the amount of game he can control, and hands down, Cy Young.
And he's doing it without a banana ball. He's doing it without a super drop, and that's why he's so good, is because he lets the hitter determine what he's going to do. If he notices the smallest thing of uncomfortability within a hitter, he'll attack that until you prove him otherwise. On the call, I'm always like, and there's another two-seamer inside, swing and miss, strike three, because it's so deceiving. I think that pitch specifically, his two-seam, that is his signature pitch. He goes to it all the time, but then when he pairs that with his slide drop and his straight ball, he's just lethal and such a pitcher. And I'm glad you touched on the mental side of things, because that's what I think Jordan's biggest strength is on the mound.
Yeah, Jordan really is just one of the best guys ever to pick up a wiffle ball. Really knows how to get a hitter out, and definitely super well deserving. So congrats, Jordan.
Shout out to Jordan Robles, first time Cy Young winner.
Big.
And now,
Big for the brand.
In my hand, I have the envelope for the most valuable player. You guys ready for this?
Sweating. I think I know who. I think I have an idea who's going to win. Not certain.
One person that did not win this award is Tommy Coughlin III.
What?
Sorry to spoil it.
Maybe next year.
All right, here we go.
People didn't vote. You got to get out there and vote, guys.
That's true.
All right, serious mode. The 2025 most valuable player is Jordan Robles.
How's it going, everybody? I'd really like to thank you for those that voted me as the MVP of MLW in 2025. To win the championship with the Mallards this year with Tommy, PK, Trey Flood, Jorgie, truly meant the world to me. To win my first MVP of MLW, the biggest wiffle ball league in the world, I'm honestly at a loss for words. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the season. I hope you enjoyed the World Series. If you haven't watched it, it's a great World Series, if not the best, but I'm a little biased. But thank you guys so much, man. It absolutely means the world to me. And I hope everyone has a fantastic 2026. The Josh Jung tournament is coming soon. Sign up if you're in Texas. But that's all I got. I hope everyone, once again, you better be having straight A's in phys ed, math, or science. Don't worry about those, but phys ed, straight A's, hundreds only. Have a good one.
So this one was pretty close, but again, it was at least a 10 or 15% difference in the voting, and I think people were pretty certain that this guy was a little above the second place finisher, which, as you guys might have guessed, is Ryan Cratch. I think that the postseason heroics really did it for Jordan. Without Jordan, the Mallards simply do not win that World Series. They're not even there. And he also hit, I think it was 3 home runs and 13 RBIs total in regular season and postseason. So it's not like he was a slouch at the plate. But he also had, of course, the pitching that really elevated him, and he was the best pitcher all season long, and was always the leadoff hitter for the Mallards. Even if he's not getting home runs or hits, he's always getting walks, getting on base, and just the life of that squad. So, Tommy, that's your guy. First-time MVP, Jordan Robles. What do you think?
I'm so happy for him. I was not expecting him to win this award, not because he didn't deserve it, but I just thought that maybe the votes would go towards Ryan again. I mean, Ryan did put together a really, really solid two-way campaign again. But, again, I think if you talk about the MVP, the most valuable player, people look at it that in many different ways, whether it's the statistics, whether it's like which guy really is like the most valuable player for that particular team in that particular season. But I think, when I think of Jordan and his campaign this year and what the MVP really is who was the most important guy in MLW this year who performed really, really well. And it was Jordan Robles start to finish. If Ryan goes out there and beats us and then goes on and wins the World Series, maybe that's his award to win. But Robles got through that series against the Preds, goes out there against the Gators, and pitches a phenomenal series, probably best of his career, start to finish, like I said. And to me, that is the true mark of an MVP.
And I think we should go to Levi next, just given that we've already talked highly about Jordan and Ryan today, and you know how talented both these guys are. I just want to know, who is your MVP, and do you think the fans got it right? And if Ryan is your MVP, maybe defend him a little bit, but where would you stand on this?
This is one of those results where I sit back and wonder who had all their alt accounts that they were voting Jordan Robles on.
This is pretty deciding.
And that's where I'm confused about, because when we're talking about MVP, you think of a guy who single-handedly puts his team on his back over and over again, makes them relevant. And I just don't think that there's a better two-way player in MLW than Ryan Kratch. I think that he is the scariest hitter in the league. And he is also a pitcher who sometimes is in control so much that he does all these jump-off pitches and these step-away two-seams and, step-away curves, which...
Where were those in the semis, buddy?
And, I mean, I got to say, Tommy, I feel like as a fellow teammate of his, we really didn't contribute to how much we needed to. And we were still in these games because of Ryan Kratch. And I think that when you talk about MVP, I really don't know how it's not Ryan Kratch.
Well, let me bring a notable to you guys. Where does head-to-head rank in your priorities of voting for an MVP? Because the Mallards and Preds faced off 5 times in 2025, and the Mallards took 4 of them. So in that matchup, Robles was the guy usually coming up on top. Of course, obviously, Ryan and Jordan in the lineup for all of those games, not necessarily pitching, but at the top of those orders. So head-to-head, Robles had the major advantage there. Do you think that played a little bit of a role, Ty?
Yeah, I think it for sure did. I mean, personally, I think Levi's just trying to get a lot of playing time next year with that little speech he's got going on. I'm just kidding. Ryan, you're great. But in my eyes, the MVP really is a guy who puts his team on his back, is that standout guy. I think the Preds really had a lot of guys who had impact this year. But with the Mallards, Jordan was for sure my MVP. Really carried that squad. Not that everybody contributed, but he really was that standout guy on the mound. And without him, they really wouldn't have had a World Series ring. So I think Jordan was for sure deserving of that award.
Yeah, I would need to see I would need to see all the numbers in front of me to really make like a informed speech about why Jordan deserved it over Ryan. But again, fans vote. Fans voted Jordan.
What stats you want? I got them right here.
I guess was there a significant fall off?
Yeah.
In Ryan compared to the last 3 seasons.
Oh, Ryan specifically himself. I think his average last year, I think he was in the high 300s, maybe 400s, and he had more home runs. He had that, I think, was it 12 last year in the regular season? I mean, 9 this year.
Still really
That's
good.
why he ran away with Silver Slugger. His pitching, though, did tail off a little bit. He wasn't as dominant. And, of course, the Mallards swept him in the semi, so I think that also might have played
we scored a lot of runs. Again, this is a very extreme example, but Jordan Robles, great season, start to finish. Said that, I'll say it again. Ryan Kratch, super talented, both sides of the ball. He's won multiple MVPs. If all of us in this room had to pick one guy in the league to start a franchise around, a lot of us might say Ryan Kratch. He's tremendous. If everyone had to pick one quarterback in the NFL to start their team with, people would probably pick Mahomes. But it's not every season that Mahomes has his best Mahomes year, and then it's easy to put eyes elsewhere. And Jordan really deserved this. I mean, dude, look at what he did in the World Series. He beat Ryan in the regular season and the playoffs convincingly. We put up a lot of runs against you guys, Levi, when it mattered most. And then Jordan shut the door in the playoffs. His one loss was 2 solo shots, and then just was lights out the rest of the way. So I really think Jordan deserved it, and I'm glad the fans voted for him.
No,
he was so valuable to us.
You make a great argument. So do you, Levi. And the MVP is kind of really the most subjective, I think. It's almost like the Heisman or the MVP in the NBA or MLB. LeBron had all those years where he was just obviously the MVP of the league, but they'd give it to somebody else.
Head-to-head's got to matter. I think if Cheatham beats us in the World Series, I think Cheatham gets probably Manager of the Year.
Possibly.
I mean, we said it before the series. This is the Manager of the Year series.
Well, Tom, I also got to say,
this is a good debate.
As a Notre Dame fan, I don't think head-to-head
Oh
matters.
my God! Take your personal bitterness out of this conversation.
Join a
please.
conference
until it's further in the year, which you guys beat us further in the year. That is a team thing when it comes to head-to-head. I think that the Mallards beating us head-to-head, it's more of a team thing. It's not an individual player. It's not that Jordan played better than Ryan that day. I think
he definitely did. Ryan pitched. We got a lot of runs, buddy. That's a fact.
I mean,
Ryan's so good. I just said
hey, join the convo in the comments. I want to hear your opinion.
Without saying it, I kind of said if I had to pick one guy to start a team with as a third party, Ryan's probably the guy. He's so good on both sides. But this year, that day, head-to-head, Jordan was better. I don't know how you could say otherwise.
I mean, I think that I will say that was definitely Ryan's worst pitching outing of the year.
Which is fine. I mean, it happens.
And it happens, but I think
happened to Jordan the last 3 years.
And that's the reason why I think Ryan was so runaway favorite the previous 3 years is because his pitching, the stats were better, and he was in bigger games. He was in the World Series last year. He blew out the Wildcats in all those playoff series, and he didn't necessarily have that moment or series, I think, this year.
You got to think, Levi, like I said, this is a fan vote. So I feel like with Ryan winning 3 times in a row and so many people being behind Jordan for years, to see him actually get all the way, like how could you not vote for him as being the most valuable this season? This season, he was the most valuable.
I think the fans have gotten it right pretty much every time.
Yeah.
There's been some questions about the 2010 MVP, which, Tommy, you have some thoughts on that, I think.
Oh, gosh.
But it's really, I think that was the last time there was some controversy.
I mean, there's always a lot of good players. I mean, this is not me like taking digs at Ryan. Maybe I want to argue with Levi a little bit because it's good for what we're doing here. But it's true. Like, Ryan is so good. Jordan is so good. This year, in my opinion, Jordan was more valuable to us and as a player as a whole than Ryan was in this season, especially in this postseason.
But let me say something, Tom.
Go ahead.
Wait, hold on. Just tie
No, keep me out of this.
This is just
I said my stuff.
rapid fire. I'm in the middle.
World Series,
ducking.
I don't think that Jordan Robles had an RBI. I think that
back-to-back shutouts in elimination games.
But
no margin, no margin for
that's Cy
error.
Young. That is a Cy Young Award
That
winner.
just tells me Tommy was never on base.
I think that's a Cy Young Award winner stat. I think a stat for an MVP is someone who's going to put up, 9 home runs and however many RBIs that Ryan had. And
it's not like Jordan had 0 home runs this year.
And it's not like that either. But Ryan produced significantly more at the plate than Jordan. I don't think that's a debate.
That's a good claim. That's a good claim.
I think Jordan
and I think
that's why he ran away with Silver Slugger.
I think that Jordan is a better pitcher, but not by as significantly much as Ryan is a hitter.
It's a fair point.
I feel like this year Jordan was significantly had more production.
Also
on the
a fair
mound.
point.
Again, I think a lot of it has to do with...
This is like around the horn. I'm just giving out points.
This has to do with who won in the playoffs.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree with
Jordan
that.
was so valuable in the playoffs. The most valuable player in the playoffs.
Get to leave the
He
last
was
mark
more
on fans.
valuable than Ryan in the series that we played in, and you can't argue with me.
No, I'm not going to argue with that. I'm not
You're a
gonna
college
argue
football guy.
with that. No.
Didn't Sane have better stats than Mendoza?
Oh, my God. Let's keep college football out of this.
But then Mendoza
That's the
won
last thing we
he
need
won
Levi
the big
talking
game.
about over there.
He won the big game.
It was
Yeah,
a
with a big
bad.
game.
4-1. I'm looking at that 4-1 head-to-head.
When the lights are bright, who's performing and who's got sunglasses and sweatpants on? That's what the questions you got to ask at times like this.
I appreciate these are good thoughts. This is a good round table discussion.
Two good players. It's 2 good players.
It's very two
Who
good
do you
players.
expect people to vote for? The guy who won it all or the guy who fell short and they played head-to-head?
Also, we could have stooped low and did a co-MVP, but
No, gosh.
Nah, it was Jordan, dude.
the votes weren't even that close. Last year, we had so many close votes, like within 1%. Like we did the co-Cy Young and co-Silver Slugger, I think, too, Daniel and Ryan. Like this was, I'll put the pie chart up. I mean, it was decided.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, congrats, Jordan. Well deserved.
Yeah, I hope you guys liked our roundtable discussion here. Once again, put your opinions in the comments below. A lot of people saw, Jordan's heroics, and that did it for them. But if you say otherwise, let us know why. But that is going to do it, fellas, for the first ever award show in the Pipe It Up podcast studio. And I want to give a shout out to these 3 guys. If you guys not already are subscribed to the Pipe It Up podcast on YouTube or listen every single week on Spotify and Apple, go ahead and do so. They put together a great show. It's a weekly show. They get call-ins from a lot of our players, fans as well. Great topics, and especially during the season, you hear a lot of behind the scenes. So show them some love, and that will do it for the 2025 MLW Awards Show. We will see you next video. Boom.
Take those shades off and look me in the eyes.